Good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of TokYo-Yo. My name is T. We're taking another little rough review look at a yo-yo that I've checked out the prototype on the channel before, but I've never fully looked at the final version. Tonight we're going to be looking at the Polytwist Designs Yo-Yo Empire and Toybania MachinaTion. Alright, so let's take a closer look at the MachinaTion. This is a beautiful yo-yo. This was designed in conjunction with Toybania, which is a company out of India run by a super cool guy, Vivek. Shout out. This was also made in conjunction with Polytwist Designs. They did the MachinaTion, which was a yo-yo I really liked way back in the day. I don't think that ever got a full release, which is a real shame because that thing was a real beauty. And Yo-Yo Empire, you guys know how much I absolutely love Yo-Yo Empire. So the cool thing about this, and I talked about this in the original review I made way back when, is that this is actually, I guess first of all, it's based on the H-Ting, which was a yo-yo designed by Yo-Yo Empire and Toybania. This has a bit of a different design. First of all, the body is 7075, and it's so smooth and comfortable you'd almost feel like it's plastic. It's a pretty crazy, like amazing feeling on this. So you've got the 7075 body, and then you've got the weight rings, which, you know, normally they'd be stainless steel or something. These are actually titanium, which gives it a much different feel than most bimetal yo-yos because the titanium actually feels a lot lighter, which is really cool. So it gives it this really powerful spin, but with a very different, I don't know, much lighter feel than a typical stainless steel bimetal. So it's very unique. As far as the cup goes, it's wide open in here. The other Ting models all have like a little finger spin catch zone. This has like the indentation, which is actually really good for finger spins, but it doesn't have like a fully devoted dimple or anything like that. But this thing is actually a monster of finger spins. As far as like how it feels in the hand, this is probably one of the most comfortable yo-yos in my entire collection. I don't know if there's any other yo-yo that fits so perfectly into the hand. It just feels like it's custom designed for my fingers. I don't know. I told Vivek the same thing as well. Like, this may be the most comfortable catch in yo-yoing. It is definitely the most comfortable catch in my collection. And the look of this is incredible. There were a few different ones. There's like a gold, a white, a black, I believe. And then the mystery fade, which is what it was called before it was revealed what it was. And obviously you guys know I'm super into color, especially like rainbow and bright colors and pinks and stuff. And this is the mystery fade. And you can see it goes from like yellow to the green to the blue, purple, pink. It's gorgeous. And when it's spinning, it looks really cool too. And I really love a fade because you can actually tell visually when the yo-yo is slowing down. So that's really nice too. And I've got it laced up with the Smoothie. This is one of the blends that has the nylon and polyester mixed, and it works absolutely perfectly with this yo-yo, which I believe all the ones that officially came out, not just the prototype, have the flow groove in them from One Drop. So zipline strings work absolutely perfectly with flow groove. All right, so let's take a look at how it plays on the string. This thing is just so much fun to play. It feels very easy to control because of the really light feel of the titanium rings. It has the power of a bimetal, but without having that like really like overly speedy or overly hefty feeling to it, but you can definitely push it a little faster. I'm not a speed player, so you can tell I can't really push it, but I absolutely love this thing. It's not narrow, but it's not like a super wide yo-yo, so you feel like it's easy to kind of put it where you want it to go. Oh, I should also mention this thing is absolutely, completely dead smooth. It's so smooth on the string. Makes stuff like grinds tons of fun because it just grinds forever. And actually, this gap here is very accommodating to finger grinds. As you can see, it really fits in perfectly well. Let's try out some whips. Not a problem. As you can see, easy to move around the strings. You never get caught anywhere. And because the gap is just big enough to be really comfortable, you don't have to worry about like missing strings. Regens, I don't know, it It actually does regen really well, but only if the yo-yo's kind of slowed down. If you try to regen with a lot of spin, it can feel like it's really rocketing around your hand. It's a little bit scary. So you just have to be kind of ready for it, I guess, like that. And it regens really, really nicely. Let's try a talon grind. Really, really nice. Because it's got kind of that ridge there. It's not really like a thumb grind lip, but I find it's easier if you throw it at a bit of an angle to get your grinds. Stuff like jade whip, very easy because, again, the gap, it's not like a super wide yo-yo, but that gap is very, very accommodating. Oh, God, I love the response of this thing. Let's show you a finger spin. Just no issue at all. As soon as you catch it in that little area, it locks right in. Plus, the response is so consistent. You see, I haven't missed a single bind yet. It's got a really nice snap to it. Oh, what else is there? Yeah, you're going to notice I kind of went quiet there, and it's just because the MachinaTion is so much fun to play with that you just kind of forget that you're supposed to be making a video. It's just a really, really fun yo-yo. The color is really cool. I know you can get this in other colors and you know, maybe shinier and flashier, like gold and stuff, but I just feel like this one looks really, really nice. I love the playful, colorful nature of it. There are a couple little scratches here. I'm not sure if those are going to show up on the camera. I think like the ano scratched off, but it's nothing you can actually feel on the nail. It's really nice to know that these are titanium rims, so you don't really feel like they're going to get dinged up easily, like unless you really like, you know, you're sparking it or something. But it feels really tough. It feels really, really sturdy. I carry this absolutely every day. This is my 100% EDC. And it's one of those that like you feel like you're taking something really premium around, and at the same time you're feeling like it's super tough because of the 7075 and the titanium. It is a little bit more expensive. I think it was like 110 or I think it was 120 for the special fade, whereas the other models are a little bit cheaper. But I think it's one of those yo-yos that's like 100% worth the price. I had to sell a lot of yo-yos to get this, and I'm really, really excited that I did. I'm really happy. I've wanted one for a long time. I never really got to feel like the full version because the one I got was not only a prototype, but it was also kind of dinged up, so I didn't really feel like it was playing to its full potential. But this is absolutely just so much fun. It's got the power of the bimetal, but it's got a little bit lighter and a little bit like, I hate to use the word floaty, but it does have that sort of like chilled out feel of like a floaty yo-yo, but it's got the power of the bimetal. It performs really well. It's absolutely glass smooth, so it's wonderful for grinds and stuff, and the grinds last forever. And yeah, I don't know, it's one of those that I just, if I don't know what yo-yo to take, because I have a lot of yo-yos and I'm starting to thin my collection out into more like nice yo-yos that I want. I have like less yo-yos now, but I've got a lot more yo-yos that I like, if that makes sense, rather than just having a ton. And this is one of those that I feel like if I don't know what to take, this is the one. I just default to this one because, like, why wouldn't you? It's an absolute eye catcher. It does everything you want it to do, and it's tough as nails. So it just feels like a no-brainer for taking out every day. And it's nice because I think Yo-Yo Empire doesn't really put out a ton of stuff. I really like that company, but it's nice to know that, like, when they're working with Vivek, you're still getting stuff put out. So it's nice to know that Yo-Yo Empire is still in the game. And, you know, everything Vivek puts out is quality. He makes sure that everything is nice. He's worried about quality control, so he makes sure that everything works the way it's supposed to and it arrives on your door working how it's supposed to. You know, from the MachinaTion to the Ting series. I've got an O-Ting. I love that thing. Or the Thing, the responsive slimline Delrin, which is super, super fun. So it's just, yeah, it's cool. Like, just about everything that you know, everything that I've tried from Vivek and Toymania has always been like super solid. And as you guys know, I'm a diehard fan of Yo-Yo Empire. It's probably my favorite company. So it's just awesome all around because you don't see a yo-yo like this come along every day. And forget the color and the flashiness of it, but the two things that really stick out to me are this really, really wild, crazy shape. It looks so futuristic. And the choice of metal. Like a lot of companies now are just saying like, yeah, it's all about the stainless steel and aluminum. It's like, yeah, but like go for a nice aluminum and then go for something cool like titanium. Yeah. It's not like super polished or anything, like it's not that mirror shine, but like, I don't know, like saying you've got titanium on your yo-yo just makes you sound cool. And it sounds super cool to people who don't know anything about yo-yos, and they're like, wow, what's that? You're like, yeah, it's got titanium. They're like, whoa. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave us a like, a comment, a subscription. We'd really appreciate it. Take care, have a nice day, and let's get over 2,000 subscribers. Sayonara.